Okay, we are back at the ruin. Look at the work that's been done. A lot of stonework's been repaired. There's a big hole in this wall here that's been repaired. A lot of people helping today, some kids as well. We've got some gravel laid down so it's easier to walk around. We've got some wonderful work that's been done in the front. Look at that. Amazing. The lintels are in. Wow, it's certainly come a long way. We've got some timber supporting the window and the wall up there, and they have come all the way from Western Australia. Amazing. These are some of the stones and some hard work going on already. Look at that. Oh, how you going there, Mr. Muscles? Getting it on.
Reclaimed timbers came in, which were absolutely amazing. I don't know how these guys found them, but they did. They're amazing Jarrah timbers. They're solid pieces of timber, and they found 6 of them, which is exactly what we needed. So they're acting as a lintel as such. I did have acro props holding them up, and I thought the acro props can come away because those timbers, they're not bowing at all. So we've got 300 mil, 350 mil either side of the stone that act as the support. So to put those timbers in, a lot of the stonework along the top had to come off because it was starting to fall down. You might remember there was a fair bit that was collapsing. So we decided to pull the whole lot off, use that existing stone once the timbers went back in, and then rebuilt the front, and then went inside and rebuilt the inside as well. So there's a cavity wall. So they're about 450, 500 mil thick walls. The mortar the mud or the mortar that's being used there is a building mortar, which is a little bit different than what we're going to use as a repointing mortar. And I can go through, or Robin can go through the difference in the mortars as well. Out the back you'll see there's different piles of sand, aggregate, lime putty, and a whole mixture. And so we're combining those to try and replicate the building mortar and then the repointing mortar. So there's 2 different in there. The idea is to take the plaster off, clean the joints, but not damage the walls. And you're just going along with the wall. So I'm not going in like that. That's just going to rattle these walls to bits. Hopefully the plaster comes off quite easily. You can start at the top and work down. You can start at the side, work along. If you're left-handed, right-handed, it doesn't matter. Okay, whatever suits you. A lot of people like to start at the top because if you can get a good amount, the whole piece can come off. Then what you do, once that has revealed that, the majority of the flat plaster has come off, these joints need to be cleaned. So this is where a comb hammer comes in. And you can feel the stone.
You don't have to hit it that hard.
You don't have to hit it hard. It's soft, it's gentle. I don't want to bash it too hard because I don't want to damage the stone. It's really just tapping it. You can feel or you can hear when I hit stone, suddenly different. So I back off from the stone, there's going to be a joint there.
So you 2 work on this tools. Oh, look at this. Look. Hey. Right, we've all been chipping some mortar off the rocks inside the ruined walls, and we've got some rocks and piles that the tractor is removing just to get a bit more footing and clearance away from the building. And there's people still chipping away in between the stone, getting the old mortar out. And the rest of us have stopped to have a bit of a break. Feeling dusty?
Yeah, get it now.
Brush it all off, pat it all down. This is the old back of the old chimney. Scaffolding's up. Everything's looking great. We've got some reclaimed timber here that's going to be used for this renovation. This is where they mix all the new mortar, things like that, all the stones that are getting used. There's a whole bunch of stones over there that have been taken off last time. If you watched the video prior, I'll put a link to that. And then we go over here where the actual ruin is. Everybody's having a bit of a tea break at the moment, having a rest, and then we'll continue chiseling out. Apparently this big chunk of wood here has got some significant historic interest. Might have been a chopping block for the chickens or some sort of a meat block. So as you can see, the stonemason's been doing a lot of work, taking a lot of the mortar out. We've just got to continue on and chip away all the plaster and the mortar, get it right down. I've been working on this section. Other people have been working on that section and this wall along in here. And as you can see, there's a lot of walls. Jay's just walked in front of me. Sorry about that. And then over here, we've got a significant wall that isn't getting the mortar removed. It's going to get preserved because it has a kind of like a stencil, like a paper pattern. It's quite lovely. We're not quite sure of the history of this. That's the view from the window they would have had once upon a time living here. And over here we've got some more of that patterned stencil, as you can see through there. Quite lovely. So lots to do, lots of work, lots of mortar to come out. Nice big timber beams up there. This is what it looks like when the mortar has been removed and all clean, ready for repointing and remortaring. The old chimney there. There's another chimney over here. Let's have a look. Now the bricks kind of lean inwards towards me, but that is how they're supposed to be, so they can draw the smoke up there. How fascinating. Very interesting indeed. This timber's rotted away, so they'll have to get a new piece of timber in there. It's all looking marvellous. This would have been perhaps like a cupboard, a bit of storage. Amazing. So interesting to preserve and do some of this work. Back to it. Here we are, team effort. Everything's going really well. Progress video. We've got this wall partially cleared. We've got some great work going on here, hammering away, building up some muscle. We've got some other work going on over here, going in between the stonework, getting out all the dried mortar stuff. The kids along here are helping as well. Really good. Okay, so one room's nearly done. Still a bit up in the corner. Jay's doing a great job. Some of the other rooms are coming along. People are going through, getting things done. A bit of pointing going on, looking marvellous. Yeah, really good. Right, let's go in and see where we are at. This is the front entrance. This would be one of the main lounge rooms. Still got to take the mortar off these walls next time. There's a bit more mortar to come off these walls. And we go through. Everything is looking great. Jay's on the last stretch of that corner wall. It's all coming together nicely. And this room is the room we've concentrated on today. And other people have been helping and doing all the other rooms. So this is one of the other rooms that's been completed. And it's all coming along nicely. Look at that. This wall here will be rebuilt. So this is one room in here. There's another room over there with a chimney. And it's all coming along fantastic. So a lot of that mortar is coming out. Like I've said before, it's looking good.